Hi, my name is the Poke of Wall Street, aka Jingle McCringleberry, and I have played a ton of free-to-play shooters in my life. I also have much more experience with this game than any other professional reviewer has with theirs. I have played an easy 500 plus hours, experienced the highest highs and the lowest lows. I started playing in the summer of 2015 and have continued to play since. If you're curious to see how this game compares to other free-to-play titles, I will now go through some of the more popular ones and compare them to Dirty Bomb, or DB. TF2. DB has better movement and gunplay, in my opinion. Characters are more realistic and are more diverse, take it as you will. Not at all as cartoony or as campy as TF2, it still has a great team of devs who care very much for their game. Black Squad. Don't play this game, play Dirty Bomb, better movement, gunplay, and better overall free-to-play experience. Warface. Sadly, this game was god tier when it was in the Russian open beta and the American closed alpha and beta. The game took a hard downward spiral when it became a toxic pay-to-win experience. DB has faster movement, no slides, but tons of parkour wall jumps. Shotguns and snipers aren't as overpowered in DB, while in Warface they literally one shot from a mile away, except when you pay money for better armor, but then you pay money for one-hit kill snipers, then you pay money for armor, etc. I have such a fond spot for Warface and hate that it was ruined so badly by the capitalist pigs. DB will be reviewed in 4 separate sections with a score out of 5, and the final score will be an average of all the scores. The sections are as follows: user friendliness, or how easy is it to start playing the game? How good is the tutorial? Do the devs do a good job of explaining everything? How easy is it to navigate through the game? Gameplay. Is the game fun, fair, and exciting? Is there a high skill ceiling? Is it fun to watch? Progression. What does the game do to make me want to play more? What can I expect from the future? Why should I keep playing? Free-to-play. Is it actually free? Does spending money get me a gameplay advantage? Can I get everything that would cost real money with in-game credits? Let's start with section 1, user friendliness. This game has gone through a couple different types of tutorials, but I will admit that the current version is far superior to any other free-to-play shooter. You learn everything there is to know about gameplay, what the types of mercs are, what objectives exist, and how to deal with them, etc. There's also a really good assault course, or time trial run circuit, that aims to improve your movement and aim while trying to improve your speed. Moving on from the tutorial and assault course, all the tabs are self-explanatory. Barracks are where you choose your mercs, armories where you switch your skins, recycle cards, and craft new ones. There is some slight confusion when first dealing with loadout cards, but it is easily understood after a few minutes of research. The store tab is easy to understand. You buy mercs, cases, keys, weapon skins, individual loadout cards, obsidian cards, bundles, and rads. The game does a good job of explaining all of these sections, what each individual item is and does, and how to acquire it. The settings are also pretty standard. They do a great job of explaining what each does. There is something quite silly that I don't understand though. The fact that they moved the Enable Developer Console button to the language settings. Nobody knows why. So the devs do a great job of explaining everything. Some things and quirks that are part of the Dirty Bomb DNA require a few minutes of research, but you won't start a game knowing zero and finish knowing less. Thank you, Warframe. Unlike many other free-to-play games. Overall, I give the user-friendliness section a 4 out of 5. This game has some unique aspects that require some limited time to understand, but the game makes it very easy to find all the information you require. Gameplay. I can describe DB's gameplay in a few words. Very fast, very good, and very satisfying. Very few things beat smacking 3 people simultaneously in the back of the head with a cricket bat, or getting a triple headshot collab no-scope with one of the beefiest sniper rifles I have used in any shooter game. Every game has its gimmick. Warface had sliding and co-op spots that everybody avoided because you could parkour your way to them easily. Paladins is just an Overwatch ripoff, and DB has insanely good, fast-paced parkour combat. If you have played Brink, I can only describe DB as what Brink was meant to be yet never could. Better and smoother. Where Brink felt clunky, chunky, and glitchy, DB feels smooth, fast, and agile. Like a pro freerunner running at insane speeds, shooting an AK at another pro freerunner shooting an AK. Some mercs are faster, some are glass cannons, some are slow and bulky, others are more middle of the road. There is a merc for every playstyle, and you can use every merc in both attack and defense. even though some are more oriented towards a specific side. The gunplay is fantastic, bullets go exactly where they should, headshots are satisfying, there's a huge variety of weapons, the melee has been much improved from the Beyblade Phantom era, seriously Google it, and the combination of team play, parkour, and gunplay makes this game one of the best, most enjoyable free-to-play games I have played since before Warface began its journey to ultimate pay-to-win. With the added native FACEIT support, you have the opportunity of playing the game the way it was meant to be played. Thanks Nvidia, 5v5 competitive esports. Some kills may feel cheap, like Javelin's rocket, or Proxy's mines, or Fragger's nades, or Nader's nades, or Thunder's concussion nades, or literally any explosive until you try to emulate it and realize it requires more skill than you first thought it did. I have heard some criticisms that the game has a high time to kill rate, but then again this game isn't Call of Duty, where all guns shoot at infinity bullets per second, or Rainbow Six Siege, where a headshot is a guaranteed one-hit kill except when it's not. Thank you Blackbeard. The game has a huge skill ceiling, with weapons and mercs that are easy to start with, yet extremely hard to master. You can spend a ton of time improving yourself in this game, and take it from me, I have fun practicing combos in Tekken 7 for hours. The game is also extremely fun to watch, since it's objective-based, you always know exactly where to go to see the action. If you're curious to see some insane DB gameplay, check out Honorbound's, Frosty's, or Sniper Girl's videos. Cat Gamers is also included. Honestly, so good. Link is in the description. Or you can check out my Twitch. Link as well below. Sadly, the devs removed CMM, casual matchmaking, because of the small beta community, so as to not split the player base anymore. So you can't queue up with your friends yet, but you get an insanely fast matchmaking system. FACEIT works separately and has a lot of the missing features. For that reason, I could not give the built-in gameplay a perfect score, so I will settle with 4.5. With the Pug of Wall Street good game had fun seal of approval. Progression. What does this game do to keep me engaged? Recently, the dev team lowered the amount of XP required to level up, simultaneously increasing people's levels accordingly. This means that you level up faster, get rewards faster, and feel like you're always improving, even when you know you aren't. Every level up guarantees an advancement crate, which can get you some very nice stuff, including free money, which before you really couldn't. It was more like every 5 levels. The more games you play, the higher the credit boost, so you're incentivized to play more. The new time-based mission rewards guarantee that even if you suck, as long as you are in-game, you can get some nice credits. The devs are always at work improving the game, adding new mercs, weapons, balance updates, and events to keep the game feeling fresh. All of these aspects make me confident in my score of 3 out of 5. I don't feel like giving any more points would be fair given the severe burnout many experienced in the beta stage, caused by the lack of major events and the small player count. Free to play. Does spending money give you an advantage? Yeah, baby! Cosmetically, you would look far superior. Performance-wise, you may underperform depending on the loadout card. For a while, uneducated people made the argument that spending money got you loadout cards with more perks, except that is completely untrue. Back then, default loadouts had none of the 3 possible perks. Leads and Irons had 1 and 2 respectively. But then they were removed in an update, and all loadout cards now have 3 out of the 3 perks full. The specific perks depend on the card. So this game has no pay-to-win mechanic, all loadouts are competitive and spending money gains you no gameplay advantage whatsoever. Now I can hear you,
come on Pug, everybody knows that free-to-play games must have a predatory system to make the devs money.
Well, not this game. You can buy rads, which makes it easier to craft cards, except if you don't have enough fragments. They also allow you to choose a specific weapon rather than a randomly generated card. You can also buy skins for your weapons and obsidian cards.
Aha! So that is how they make money. Explain to me these obsidian cards.
Well, no, the obsidian cards are just the default loadout with a really cool skin that you can still get for free.
What?
That is right, all rad-only items can be earned through playtime. You get 60 rads twice a week as a bonus for your daily logins. And Splash Damage has a habit of handing out thousands of rads for special events. So, like me, you can play this game fully free to play and never spend a dime, while getting everything that you can get with real money. All you need is some patience and some skill. That is right, the better you play, the more credits you get, unlike some other games. Battlefront 2, thank you EA. One final note, some people say that some loadouts are much more competitive than others. If that's the case, Use your free credits that you get by playing the game to buy specific loadout cards. Even though they're bronze rarity, the rarity really doesn't impact anything other than cosmetic look. So if you want a specific loadout and you want it for the competitive edge, you can just go to the store, buy your bronze card, and be happy. My final score for the free-to-play aspect is a perfect 5 out of 5. Not many games can truly give you a fully free experience where everything can be earned, not just bought. Screw you, Angry Joe, just kidding. You need to update your review for 2018. In conclusion, Dirty Bomb is an amazing game, lots of fun with exciting, fast-paced gameplay, great support from the devs, and all in a truly free-to-play experience. My final verdict is 4.1 out of 5. Thank you for watching, you guys are all amazing, and as always, have a great day.